Hi, welcome back to Vena Talks. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, like, and share our content. If you're returning for the second, third, or fourth time, thank you very much for tuning in with us today. I'm your host, Veronica Jacob, as usual. And kindly turn on your notification bell to be notified whenever we upload, which is Monday and Thursdays. And welcome back. Today I'm going to be the mother that you never had. I know it sounds so weird. I'm so young to be a mother, probably. But today I'm going to be the mother that you never had. Today we're going to talk about how to avoid peer pressure in university. I know so many students are heading to university. You're probably heading to university. You were once in university. And this is only not for university children or people who are heading to university. It could also be for you as an adult who has already graduated. So we're going to talk about how to avoid peer pressure in general. And there's a famous saying that never forget where you came from. And I feel that is one way to actually be strong in who you are when it comes to bad friends, when it comes to bad environments, when it comes to people who want to steal your joy. So definitely today we are on it. And that's what you're going to talk about. So university is this big ass building. It's a big ass building with a very big yard. You would think like there'll be like 10,000 houses in it. Yeah. If you have never seen a university before, trust me, you're gonna be overwhelmed just by entering it. People don't know you. You might know a little bit of people. Maybe that would be like 3%. No. 0.1% of the people you know. And that would probably be like some of your high school friends or people who were very ahead of you in life, like your high school seniors or something like that. So otherwise, really, university is not a place where that people know you. So you don't expect good things that come from many of the people that you're going to meet. So many of them are going to use you for making themselves feel good. And that is the boys, and we are also friends. Some friends just want to live life through you. They want to pass on their toxicity to you, and somehow it makes them feel better about who they are because they have this large crowd doing exactly what they're doing. Trust me, if I was a sugar baby and I recruit more sugar babies to do the sugar baby with me, I will not feel like a horrible person because it won't make me feel like I'm stealing another old person's money for my own use. But if a lot of people were to be doing the same thing, that kind of becomes a norm. That's why we have a blessed scenario becoming a norm, and people think that it's normal because one person or two people or three people chose not to do things alone, and the whole world followed, and now we live in a blessed situation kind of life, and they make life look so cool. But trust me, I feel like those are the emptiest people ever. Don't you want a family for yourself? Do you really want to be behind a shadow every time behind a shadow of an old grown-ass man who has lived his life, or an old grown-ass woman who has lived her life? So you want to be behind shadows all the time? Okay, here's the tea, guys. When you enter university and you come from high school, you have your dreams, you have your wishes, you know what you want to be, you know what you want to become, and all of a sudden, if you're not careful, you can lose all that you have planned for yourself. Because trust me, university is good rough. Other people are going to tell you that your way of living is so boring. You going to church make you so uncool. You wearing certain type of clothes is so old-fashioned. Literally, just you being anything, people will disagree with it, and only the strong-minded and the strong personalities really make it out of university as how they should come out. Otherwise, if you don't give yourself a strong personality, strong character in who you are, firstly, if you don't believe in who you are, that you are cool enough to take on the world and to influence the world as just by being yourself, then trust me, you have a long way to go. Other people are going to speak things for you, they are going to speak things in your life, and you are going to be left without nothing of who you are. Believe in yourself and know that you are cool enough. Know that your mother is cool enough, your father is cool enough, your siblings are cool enough, the house where you come from is cool enough, and that nobody should make you feel like you are not cool and you deserve so much more that comes from wicked ways. The Lord will bend down those who are wicked? Do you really want to be bent down by the Lord? If I was you, my answer would obviously be no, because I don't want the Lord to bend me up, you know. So honestly, when it comes to dress code, I know you come from high school, your dress code would be babyish, right? Babyish, the fact that you're only gonna be wearing your jeans and and then all of a sudden you come up with the crop tops, which is nothing. I think crop tops are cute for young people, so if you have those little cute crop top, this is good, it's nothing wrong with that. People who think otherwise of you are just really wicked in their minds, and the Lord will bend them down. So really, your dress code is fine. Don't be influenced to go outside of your means to try to buy clothes with school fees money just to impress certain groups of friends that think you could be so much cooler than who you are. It won't work. So learn to put aside what is important. Dress code is not important, as long as you have your clothes on and you look nice. One thing I've always told myself is I have a cute sense of dressing, so it doesn't matter whether people find it cool or not, as long as it makes me happy and my dress code makes me happy. Look at me. Since university, I have been putting on some locks. But back in the day, locks were weird. People used to call me overhimba. Overhimba hair. That kind of really, really, really stepped my confidence a little bit. But that is who I am. I love locks. And I don't care whether people thought of me as overhimba, which is nothing very bad, because I love the overhimba people, and overhimba people are very pretty. I mean, they are very pretty. Imagine looking so pretty and so magical just by being who you are. So honestly, don't mind people calling you overhimba like they did with my hair. Now look how I turned out. My hair is so cool. Everybody wants to have locks. Everybody wants to have locks like mine. Oh, head over to Aphrodite. You're gonna find these locks there. And you're gonna buy those locks. You see how I turned out to be cool? Yeah, I influence people. I influence people to actually buy hair like this. Did you hear me? Yes, I will influence you to love locks, because that's what I do. You know how I love locks? Do you see how I look good? I literally look so good in this hair. Okay, I'm being so dramatic a little bit today. Honestly, your dress code is fine. Don't eat up your school money to make the boys, to make the girls see you as the coolest person in the block, because you are not gonna be the coolest person there. People who are themselves are way cooler than those who pretend to be other people. So for as long as you're not being yourself, the cool word is far from you. Because if you can be cool by being yourself, then you are the real OG. You are the cool kid. But if you're pretending to be somebody else, you go to bed and you cry yourself to sleep. Cool people don't cry. Cool people are happy. So choose happiness, okay? Don't allow people to take away your happiness because of dress code. And don't eat up your school fees money just to buy yourself a mini skirt, a booty short, a crop top, Brazilian hair. Oh yeah, and the thing is this Brazilian hair thing. Okay, fine. I don't know why they have to call it Brazilian hair though. Is it scientific though? Is it really human hair though? Okay, whatever that hair is, why do they choose to call it Brazilian hair? Everybody like Brazilian hair. I want a weave. I want a wig. Oh my gosh. Everybody's so obsessed with straight hair these days and curly hair. I want to tell you that your natural hair is just cool. Trust me. If you can make the world love their natural hair, you are going to be the coolest kid on the block, honestly. I mean, taking something so extraordinary and magical and making it more magical by influencing more people to see the magic, child, you are vibing on all different vibrations, and you're gonna be the coolest in university. Don't worry about your hair. You got hair, whether it grows or not, you got hair on your head. So don't worry about wigs and Brazilian. Trust me, if you think you're ugly, you're gonna be ugly whether you have the Brazilian hair or not. Period. Because beautiful people think they are beautiful in whatever hairstyle they have on. Like I Honey, I can have any hairstyle. Picture me bald and you will see the most beautiful girl ever. Yeah, I know that. So, definitely, if you are beautiful, whether you have Brazilian hair or not, you are beautiful. And if you think you are ugly, whether you buy Brazilian hair or not, you are still ugly because beauty is really from within and beauty is how we see ourselves. Don't let nobody define beauty for you because beauty is skin deep and beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, and that is real, and the beholder is you. So please see your own beauty, be your own mirror, and see your beauty, and don't let people influence how you should be beautiful. And the next thing is church. You know, you come from a Christian home just before you enter the gates of university, and all of a sudden you want to be the wildcat of the university. Don't be that wildcat. Don't be wild like that. Be wild with your books, though. Your books are very important. If you're going to be wild with your books, and then be as wild as you can, you know. But if you're going to be wild and showing the world and showing the university students or your friends and how much you can drink, how much you can take down a bottle of wine. Okay, wine is more classy, but a bottle of, what is the most shadiest drink ever? Oh, oh my gosh, imagine you becoming an alcoholic that you go down to drink Castello or drink Moniz Grenada or drink Tassenbach. Oh my god, crying out loud. I would not want to see Generation Z drinking Tassenbach, drinking Moniz Grenada, drinking Castello. Oh my gosh, that was for our grandparents. Our great grandparents, they drank Tassenbach and Moniz Grenada and Castello. But you, I don't know. I don't know. Don't you want to drink expensive champagne? Champagne. Oh, that is like in French. Champagne in English. Sorry. Excuse my French. And yeah, so you know, just be who you are. Don't be wild. There's nothing important or there's nothing classy about being wild. You know, if you really wanna be the woman or be the man that you wanna be, choose class, choose sass, and then people just know that you were not supposed to talk to me like that. Do you see who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you see me at all? People will be like, wow, you shouldn't approach that girl with nonsense. And that's what people think of me today. Don't approach me with nonsense. Don't approach me with nonsense because do I look like I'm here to listen to nonsense? Tell me, don't I look smart? Oh yeah, you can call me Michelle Obama. The only thing missing is really Obama. That you can't call me Miss Obama because I have not found Obama yet. And Obama is taken by Michelle. That sounded crazy. But anyway, guys, don't be that person who forgets their moral values, their aspirations that were taught at home. Don't be that person who forgets where they came from. Don't never forget the words of your father, the words of your mother, the words of whoever is your guardian, whether it's your little brother, whether it's your big sister, whether it's your uncle or aunt, whoever gives you great advice, never forget those words because honestly, wisdom can come from anybody, and you need to respect those who give you words of wisdom, and you need to respect and do as they say. So when you come to university and you forget who you are, you forget what you are taught at home, trust me, you are destined to be doomed. You are going to be doomed. Do you see that there are just some people who have been in university for like 10, 20 years? Yeah, they have been in university for 20 years. Imagine studying for 20 years over and over and over again. I'm kidding. The university will fire you. They won't allow you to be there for 20 years doing the same course. I think you can only stay in university for 7 years. If a course was like 7 years, no. If the course was 4 years and you failed, you can only fail up to 3 times with the same course. Otherwise, the university will kick you out. Do you really want that kind of embarrassment on your name to be kicked out by the university because you're failing and failing and failing and you think you are the coolest person on the block? No. And you see those kids in high school that consider themselves a school. Look at them. Where are they now? Where are they now? Some of them have 3 kids already. Nothing wrong with kids, just that you could achieve so much more without the children anyway. So sorry. Yes, where are they? They they are just street people. They are now drunkards, and they're just street people. And I'm sure you want to be a precious jewel to our community, to our country. You should contribute to making our country better, to making our community and surroundings better. So don't be that person who adds a burden to our society. You are giving us work to clean up, because if a lot of people have to actually take life very seriously, then we wouldn't have so many people on the streets, so many people struggling, and now the people who actually make it are forced to contribute to these people who chose not to work hard. Now you are gonna want to increase our taxes. That is not cool, because we worked hard for our lives, and now you want us to increase taxes for you to be able to actually be fed by the government? No, please. This is your time to actually take up your space and actually know that everybody is well deserving for what they worked hard for. And I can only wish that taxes will be decreased, because people who worked hard deserve to eat all of their money, not to feed people who chose not to work hard. Okay? Don't forget who you are. So keep that statement. Don't forget who you are. Whenever a stupid boy asks you out, don't forget who you are. Whenever a stupid girl asks you out, don't forget who you are, okay? If you don't want to make babies, stay away from unprotected sex. So just stay away from sex at all. Honestly, you can date as many boys as you want. Just don't sleep with them, okay? And I think that is what is confusing our tertiary or university students. They think that every person that they date should somehow get their mustard. Don't give people your mustard. Not then. Not when they don't show you that they're serious with you. And I mean serious. We want to see a ring on the finger. Oh, my ring. My ring. I'm not wearing my ring today. I'm kidding. I don't have a ring. But someone will soon see my tenacity, I don't know. I'm just thinking I'm so extraordinary, and one extraordinary man is gonna see that I am the true prize. I'm the grand prize. So don't worry about that. You don't have to find your husband immediately in university. I'm sure is what people say. Some people get lucky in finding their husbands in university, but maybe you are not that lucky to find them in university. And imagine, isn't it so great skipping that phase of being hungry with somebody because you don't want to be hungry, okay? And finding them already when they're fed. Oh, I want to find a fed man. I don't know if it's by any one of you watching this, but definitely I want a groomed man. Yep, that's what I want. I hope you want the same too. And another interesting part is the partying. Parties are good. I remember I went to this weird party where people were smoking, and they were like some weird ass men. I don't know, a friend of mine took me to that weird party. Oh my gosh. I will not forget that party. It was the worst night of my life. I mean, I don't like smokers. And these people looked kind of very weird and older, and it was the worst. So trust me, don't let these parties tie you down. Don't go to parties with old people. Don't let friends take you to parties with weird people, because trust me, that was the most weird night of my life. I mean, I didn't even know how I was gonna get home. I had to rely on somebody like, oh my gosh, can you please drop me home? Like, I want to go home now. And trust, I'm a party pooper. I'm going to call you out. I'm going to tell you I'm going to go home before the party's over. Okay? So if you're a party pooper like me, just stay home. Stay home, my dear friend. Stay home. And don't feel boring for it, because at the end of the day, it ain't worth it. Oh, we're even in the middle of a pandemic. So you'll be saving yourself so much more, so much more. You could be saving your life for all God's sake. Okay, so please, parties are not important. You can have fun here, fun there, but have fun with people of your range. Okay, don't be out there being a sugar baby or appreciating the fact that older men are showering with gifts, because older men, that's what they know. They actually know what they're doing. They are luring you into things. I mean, now that I have established myself, do you really think a man who is offering to buy me KFC is gonna win a place in my life? Hell no. Don't be a hungry person. Never negotiate on a hungry stomach. Don't do it at all. Because if you can't cook your macaroni in your room in university and get full and go to sleep, then darling, you are the problem. It's not like you have not eaten macaroni before at home. Why do you want to change your lifestyle all of a sudden now? And this is the part of your life where you can't afford it. You are literally in between being a child and being an adult. So literally you can't afford shit. The best you can give to yourself is what you can afford. That's it, period. And obviously, if you allow this man to lure you with university, you are a cheap ass person. Don't be cheap, okay? You're too young to be cheap, you know. You can be cheap when you're older because, I mean, the material becomes old. But as long as we are young, we are not going to be cheap because our material is strong. And avoid those. You don't want to be catching diseases and STDs just when you're in university. Please, just be strong. Be strong and maintain your quality. Tell the people, don't touch the merchandise. You know? Yes, please. They must not touch it. They must not touch you. Okay? I'm just telling you this because I feel like you are my brother, you are my sister, you are my cousin. Distant though, or really close. I don't care, but I really care for you. So please avoid all this unnecessary drama in your life. It won't take you anywhere. It's gonna make you just terrible human being who needs to see a psychology, a therapist. Cause darling, you don't wanna give up on love while you're still 23. Okay, by 25 you could be like already 70 because now you think the world is against you. Don't be that person who rushes things. Okay, wait on everything. I used to be that person who thinks I'm so boring, but I was actually the coolest person on the block. I mean, I am the coolest person ever. Do you see how I'm talking? Do you see how I carry myself? So, honestly, you're not boring. It's just not your time yet. And I feel like you should learn to wait for your time. You went to university to study. Please study and stay in school. Don't be the ones jumping walls or inviting boys and girls in and out of your dorm. So please, take care of yourself. Love yourself. Know that you deserve better. Know that you deserve great. And don't let peer pressure bring you into situations that you could never get yourself out of. You know, it only takes one night and one day and one split second to ruin your life. So please make sure that you take yourself seriously in university. There are a lot of diseases circulating in universities. And if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to be part of the statistics. I'm telling you this because it is true. If you read a lot, you're going to know it is true. So don't think anybody making advances at you wants good things for you. People just want to have fun, and you don't want to be the fun in somebody's life. I mean, you are not a joke, and people who want to joke around should go and find clowns, and don't make yourself a clown because you are not. So I'm telling you this because I love you, I care for you. Never forget who you want to become, and that is what is going to keep you who you are when you are in university. Never forget who you want to become in any way. Whatever event you attend, don't forget who you want to become. If you want to be a lawyer, honestly, and you release a sex tape, your career could be doomed for life. You are going to steal an examination or you are copying during the exams. Your career is doomed. You know it's doomed. So please don't be that person. Don't get into things. Whatever you think you're gonna be doing in life, if you just steal something that is gonna negatively affect whatever career you're gonna choose for yourself, So please take your life seriously. Be glad in who you are. Never forget what your parents told you. And just go forth and conquer the person that you truly want to become. Okay? I'm telling you this as your sister, as your mother, as your aunt. Okay? This is the part people are so obsessed with relationships. Everybody, I want a boyfriend, I want a girlfriend, I want a best friend, I want a guy best friend. All those are relationships, whether it is a best friend, whether it is a boyfriend, whether it is, I don't know what you guys are so fighting for, but everybody wants a damn boyfriend, everybody wants a damn girlfriend, and they don't even take time to evaluate what they truly want themselves. I mean, you are just so fascinated on the fact that you want to be somebody's girlfriend or boyfriend to just see what you can give them. It's kind of cliche. You just want a boyfriend to prove yourself, how much you can love someone, how much you can give to someone, how much you can be there for someone, how much you can sacrifice for someone. Why are you desperate for such? Why do you want to compromise at such a young age? Relationships about compromise, and compromise is literally not going to a town for a job because you're compromising for a relationship. And do you want to do that as a young person? Compromise, not starting your own job or your very first job because you have a boyfriend to maintain or a girlfriend to maintain. No, please, if you can postpone compromise, your life is going to turn out so great. Compromise is for adults who have literally thought about what they want and who know where they are going, and they literally planned out a life with an open mind. Okay, don't be out there compromising yourself for people. Imagine compromising yourself just because you want to keep a relationship. In whatever way you compromise yourself, whether your boyfriend likes to go to parties and he likes to do drugs, you're gonna end up compromising who you are to join him into partying and to join him into drugs. Please, it's okay to go through university without a boyfriend or without a girlfriend or without a stable partner. It is okay. You don't have to all be, what do they call it? Booed up. You don't have to be booed up already. You can be booed up later in life. You know, you do want a groomed man, like I say. Who wouldn't want a groomed man or a man who has groomed himself? You know, just a man who has groomed himself and who knows what they want. A woman who has groomed themselves and they actually know what they want. Because those are the people who are not going to waste your time. Groomed people know who they want and know who they are, and they are not going to waste your time. But if you're going to be with somebody who is yet to discover who they are, trust me, don't blame them for not choosing you in the end, because you were just part of the damage and you should accept it. Just accept your position, and that's it. Your personality is great. Don't let people tell you that you're boring or that you're what. I already spoken about this. And I want to really send out a message to you as a young person who has yet a life to experience in university or outside of it. Whatever age you are, trust me, don't forget what you want to become. Honestly, look into the future and give yourself a great future, because your future depends on what you're doing today. And if you're going to be doing weird things, so is your future. Thank you very much for tuning in with us today. Kindly subscribe, like, and share our content. I did post up some videos previously just to help you with relationships, personality, dress code, literally anything you want to be. Just watch all our videos. They're very educational. And never forget to subscribe and switch on your notification bell. Thank you very much for tuning in with Vena Talks again today. Thank you. And toodles, poodles, bye.